Welcome back into the ACE and the whole podcast. Yeah. Very special episode today. Not only am I in a completely different environment, different background, I'm in the process of moving. That's what all the bags and stuff is over there. I am staying in another house right now for 2 weeks until we can get into my other place. It's been busy. I'm tired. I've had the longest week and a half possible, but we're here. We're getting the job done. Just like you guys at home have gotten the job done. We hit 400 plays like as we put out our last episode, we hit 400 plays. I'm pretty sure I was uploading it and we hit 400 plays. So we talked about putting something in the description of it. And I was like, no, we'll just wait. And since then, last week, both the sports and our normal upload was WrestleRoll 2. If you haven't listened to it, go listen to it. Same thing with the sports one. Each got, I think it totaled out to 21 plays. So right now we're sitting one play above the funny marijuana number 420.
Damn.
We're at 400.
Go erase your listen.
We are at 421 plays. I've got some stats here. They're very vague. I tried to go through and count up all the hours that we had so far. That might be more of like a 500 play episode type of deal, which if we keep on this track, we might hit before our 1 year anniversary, which is coming up September 10th. That might be a special upload to make sure we upload on that day specifically. I think Eli you said that's a Sunday, correct?
Yep.
So we might go back to Sunday uploads because we uploaded on Sundays, didn't we?
When we very first started, yeah.
I'm pretty sure when we first started, we uploaded on
before the videos and everything.
It was Sundays
before we even knew what the hell we were doing.
Tuesdays.
Yeah, before we knew what we were doing. Well, last week it was Wednesday, and this week it's Wednesday, so...
Yeah, thanks for being with us on that one.
Yeah, you gotta bear with us. I was in Boston, and it just didn't upload, and we were trying to scramble and figure out what the hell's going on.
I spent 6 hours
Champ's
editing.
been on the world tour recently.
I have been on the world tour. I went to Boston. I was in D.C. He recognized what I was wearing. And so it was good enough for me. I had a nice talk with him about Danhausen. I talked to quite a few people in Boston. I talked to quite a few people in D.C. I got some looks, maybe some recognition, who knows. But regardless, wonderful, wonderful country of ours, all over. And I might even make another trip here soon somewhere else. That's in the works, though. That's in the works. We'll have to see. But go back to the stats I talked about. We have been listened to in 4 different countries, 16 states, plus the District of Columbia here in the U.S., plus New South Wales and Australia, and then Quintana Roo in Mexico, and then Auckland in New Zealand, which Auckland's like a city, Providence type of thing. So I also put it in the cities. We have been listened to in 34 different cities across the U.S., give or take some, because a lot of the states, well, not a lot, I want to say probably 3 or 4 of the states just don't have a city. I think one of them is, it's one of the Midwest. It's like Montana or something, and there's just no city for it because there's no cities in Montana worthwhile anyway. So
that one person is never going to listen to us again.
I don't know why it doesn't do that, because it has some. Obviously, we've been listened to a lot here in Indiana. Evansville is still the hotbed for the Ace and Hole podcast. But we've been listened to from LA to the Bronx, from Orlando all the way up to Washington State. Washington State was one of them that didn't have a city. I guess it's somewhere near Seattle. I have no clue. We've been listened to in Houston all the way up to Detroit. north, south, east, west, northeast, southwest, everywhere across this great nation of ours has been exposed to the Ace in a Hole podcast, not alone, halfway across the world in Australia, in New Zealand, south of the border in New Mexico. Everywhere has been exposed to the Ace in a Hole podcast, and that is because of you, and we cannot thank you enough. When we started this, we didn't think we would even hit 400 within our first year. We were hoping to get one play an episode, if that. I was fully expecting to get no listens at all on some of them, and I can say with confidence, because I looked at it, we have not dropped under 4 listeners on a single episode, and those 2 that do have 4 is the please listen to this before Extreme Rules, when Eli's mic was just completely cut off and we didn't know how to fix it at the time. And I want to say the other one is
would it be the intro?
I think it's our intro thing at the top, which I don't know why more people don't listen to that. We need to do a new one as well. I think that one's audio only. I don't think it's video.
Yeah.
And it's just you in that one too.
It's just
you. It's just we'll have to redo that one.
It's why we don't have a sponsor video in here anymore. It's because we never did the video of it.
Oh
we just
God,
have the audio
that was rough.
And it's just us all talking.
What were we plugging? Was it Riverside or Spotify?
It was Riverside.
It was Anchor. No.
Anchor.
It was Anchor. Because we were...
Well, Anchor's no longer a thing.
We were ambassadors for Anchor, and then they switched to Spotify for podcasters, and they upped it from 50 to 100, I think. Which I don't know how we aren't qualified for that, but so be it. And if I look tired, I am tired. I am very tired. But really can't thank you guys enough. It's been a tremendous honor. It's been great to be able to share our interests with you guys, branch out, do separate things.
Over there.
Anything from a
I held up
all
the championship
the
belt.
mementos we've used.
Cliff held up that.
He's got the belt, my Contenders Cup.
All the way over there.
I was about to say,
Austin's not wearing his MJF shirt.
I literally looked for it. I looked for the MJF shirt, and I know I brought it with me. I know I did, and I guarantee you it's over there somewhere. I looked for it, and I'm so tired and so worn out that I didn't put on the MJF shirt, and I settled for the Danhausen shirt, which was literally less than a foot away from me.
Hang on.
So I guess tonight, I may not say it on my shirt, but I still am better than you. I am better than you. I am better than you. I am better than everyone. But no, for real, we appreciate you guys so much. I'll let the others talk because this is a big deal to all of us. We went through some hard times. There are definitely dark days in the ACENA podcast. We have episodes that we just can't upload because someone's audio's missing or this, that, the other. There were weeks where we just didn't have an upload, so we threw something together, and you guys stayed here. Or if you didn't stay here and you kicked rocks and you replaced that person that kicked rocks, you're just as good as that person, if not better, because you may still be here.
I just can't wait until we complete the year, and then finally someone watches all the way through episodically, and finally gets up to the current. And then in one of the comments just goes, "What the fuck is going on here?"
I mean, even just in the production of our podcast, you can see it. We've made steps forward. We have overlays. We have all this other stuff. The audio actually sounds decent now, and it doesn't sound like we're talking through a fucking McDonald's drive-through speaker. I'm
not yelling the whole time.
Yeah, Eli's learned to rein in his voice.
But no, I can't sit here and say it enough. Thank you all who have stuck around since the beginning. If you have, and if you're new, I love you all the same. I appreciate the hell out of you. I'm just glad we can share an hour and a half, 2 hours out of your week. And you can devote that time to listen to us, even if it's in the background, or you listen for 30 seconds and you turn it off. I'd prefer if you listen to it for 60 seconds, it counts as a play. But any time you take to listen to us, it means a lot. And 421 of you have done that. And it means the absolute world to me. We could probably fill a small theater with if the 421 plays were all individual plays, we could fill a small theater with that.
That is wild to think about.
But I'll hand it off to these other two. I'll let them talk. But I'm sure I'll say something else once they wrap up. But that's not all this episode's going to be. We got this little stint. We got the SummerSlam predictions, which yours truly will actually partake in. Not for the title. Non-title bout. Contenders Cup will be on the line, though. As well as Guess the Wrestler.
One behind. With Death Before Dishonor, I pulled back within one.
He's only one behind. He could tie it up, and we're in the home stretch. The Contenders Cup is automatically cashed in at AEW All In, which is very, very soon. And whoever has the most Contender Cup points or wins or whatever you want to call them under their belt heading into that faces me for the title. So we're getting down.
What happens if we tie?
Remember, I said neither of you get the shot.
Or we'll
do a sudden.
Cleared, so you need to take the dive.
Oh yeah,
Either that, or we'll do a sudden death thing, or we'll figure it out. Someone's going to face me at AEW All In.
Even if there's no matches announced.
Well, I mean,
then I retain. It's another defense for me.
It could always be Cliff wins the cup and I cash in, and we make it a triple threat.
Be like old times all over again.
But we would be in a pretty difficult spot if they just announced no matches. That would be unfortunate. Yeah. But this is your guys' time, so have at it.
Eli, you know what? As the holder of the Ace in the Bank, I think you have earned the right to go next.
Oh, I get the right to go next. Awesome. As the resident prop guy of the podcast, I've legit got majority of our stuff sitting behind me right now. I think we hit a lot of it on the 200 one that we did of how this podcast kind of came about, which was me and Austen joking around just spontaneously on a weekend. It was either a weekend or a weeknight. And we just kind of talked about it, just having a podcast and stuff. And then Austen spontaneously messaged me and Cliff asking if we wanted to do it. And we've gone from me having no audio at all, to having a actual webcam and actual microphone that functions. I have a notebook that's almost run out of pages because of how many different predictions and drafts we've had.
I've had to learn Photoshop again. If we're talking about that, I invested in like an actual leather notepad. We're fancy. I need to get it embroidered. Have something across here.
My office is covered in the pink sticky notes I use because I had like a full sticky note pad. It was like lined, and I was just using that to keep the scores of everything as we were going along and shit. They're just everywhere on my desk.
We've gone through so much paper and stuff, and different idea of like, I know I've done some different things of ideas for the podcast and stuff that I've had to do. I've reused different things for, like, I have a Pride Championship belt currently with our logo taped onto it. So we had a championship belt for the podcast for season 2. I think Cliff's the only one that hasn't had it during an episode. Because the backlash...
Not during a video episode.
Yeah. Cliff Austen during the Backlash review. It was me and Austen here, and Austen had the belt around his waist the whole time, or on his shoulder the whole time.
I came in dripped in gold, baby, the way I am. Everything I touch turns to gold.
We've had a lot of fun doing it. Like Austin said, there's been some down times. I mean, there's been episodes where I was supposed to be in the episode. I think there's one that you guys will never see the light of day because it doesn't function properly at all. Vinnie Mac,
and it's us pretty much just ranting. Yeah, it's pretty much just us ranting about how terrible of a person Vince McMahon is, and how we said if they sold to the Saudis, we would not be reviewing the WWE anymore. Something else we brushed over, and it just hit me now because you said that. I'm pretty sure
Vince's surgery.
No. This I'm not even pertaining to Vince. We had a guest appearance of Chad in one of our episodes.
Oh, and Riverside fucked it up.
We have had it caught Eli's audio.
It messed me up completely. It caught the tail end of me. It caught my end, but like nothing during the beginning and everything. Because at the end of it, you just see me for the majority of the time facing towards my TV because I had a fireplace going behind me on my TV, and it's just cutting to me warming my hands in front of the fireplace, and then that's it. That's all you see the whole time. It's just me warming my hands in front of the fireplace.
But like we've had at least one special guest on here, and I know I said I'm trying to have more. Trust me, I am trying. Do you know how hard it is to pitch your podcast in like DMs or Facebook Messenger or something like that, bro? It is so ungodly hard. I'm trying to get someone that has some sort of name in the wrestling business. I'm not even going after like AEW stars, or like I'm going after indie darlings. And I promise that was not cannon fodder. I wasn't lying. I am trying.
I wonder if we'd be able to get Johnny and Candace on here somehow. Like, I know I would
Johnny Gargano.
We would have to have some mega pull for that. Eli, we need to make a wish for that. My God.
Well, I don't want to know what the rest of that sentence was going to be.
I cut it off. Don't worry.
I don't want to know.
I sat here thinking. I was like, what if we got CM Punk? What if we got CM Punk on the Ace and Hole podcast?
And then he went back to listen to episode 1.
What if we got Vince Russo on the Ace and the Hole podcast?
Imagine
Season 2,
CM Punk
episode
comes
5.
on this podcast, listens to episode 1 of the podcast, comes on here, fucking verbally demolishes us, and then just that's it.
Hey, I bet it'd be our most listened to most listened to episode.
My God.
I'm fine with getting verbally abused by CM Punk for views. I mean, that's what AEW Collision is every single week.
But to make my part short, I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the being able to have all these different props and stuff, and being able to do stuff with these guys. It's been years since really I've been around Cliff, been able to hang out with Cliff for a long period of time. And Austen, it's been about 3-4-ish years? 3? Because you graduate this year. So it's been about 3 years since I've really been able to hang out and see you for long periods of time. So this has kind of been great to be able to hang out with you guys again and see you guys again and actually be able to interact and not just spontaneous messages on Facebook or something. So it's been great. Thank you all for taking at least a minute out of your day to entertain these 3 idiots that you see on your screen currently. I've gotten better at looking at Austen, who's right there, according to how this video is set up, Austen will be over here and Cliff's all the way on the other side of that.
You were still wrong.
You're wrong. You're still wrong, Eli.
I'm all the way here. I'm here. Austen's here. Cliff's here. When this is all edited,
you're backwards. You're backwards.
He's over there?
You're over here.
I'm over
here. Eli, we're over here.
No, your left and rights, buddy.
I'm over there.
Cliff is on the very left. I am in the middle. You are on the very right.
Hang on. I've been going with my thing mirrored since the trivia video. There we go.
Likely story. Likely story.
Hey, bite me.
Well, I guess it's my turn to say something. Thanks for listening. Really does mean a lot, Seeing the numbers rack up like this, it really is nice. We'll get there. We're continuing to get there, and we're just going to keep going. If you haven't listened to the sports podcast yet, I got to plug it, as your current reigning, defending, undisputed ace in the whole National Association champion, or whatever we're calling it. I got to plug it. So,
ACENA champion?
Yep, ACENA champion. I'm the non-alcoholic champion. So, but, everything we put out, we try to put out to make sure, it's enjoyable. We're going to sit here, we're going to banter back and forth, we're going to have a good conversation about it. So, it's really rewarding when you see people actually listening to it. And it really does mean a lot. So, I just wanted to thank every single one of you for listening, whether you're listening to us to wake up, which at that point, I'm sorry, listening to us to go to sleep, which at that point, I have even more questions, at work, driving in your car, working out, however you're listening to us. I'm just glad we're able to make it better for you.
Or maybe we make it worse, and that's why they listen to us.
They're like, no, I'm having too good of a day. Where's that podcast that always puts me in a mood? There
Going to the gym.
Where's that dude with the annoying ass voice?
Right here.
He ain't talking about me.
Hi. Hello.
Shit.
But no. And I just thought about this. It's kind of like voting. It's like how they pitch voting, like your vote matters. Well, your listen matters. It's the small little numbers that quickly add up. Like you wouldn't think getting, 6 plays this week, 9 plays the next week, 5 plays the week after that, 17 plays the week after that, 4 after that. Like you wouldn't think that adds up as quickly as it does. Like we're at 421 plays. We average 9 plays a episode, I think, and that is not a linear 9 plays. That is 17, 6, 8, 5, 6, 9. It's all over the place. So every single one of you that has listened to the podcast and gotten us one of those plays is a crucial and vital part to this podcast. It adds up. It truly does. And as we all said, we appreciate the hell out of it. And thank you for taking time out of your life and spending it with us and taking a step into kind of our lives. But yeah, I mean, we're going to keep trugging. 500 will be a big one. That might be just a full episode of, cause I gotta
reminiscing jokes.
Yeah, it's probably going to be roughly around our 1 year. So it might, if we're lucky, it'll land on both of them, and we'll just be able to do the 500 celebration and a reminiscing thing, because we're kind of talking about doing that anyway on our year anniversary, just kind of looking back and all that. But
I thought we were going to give out the ACEs.
We have not talked about that.
I thought we brought that up.
It was brought up, but we never talked about it.
Yeah.
We'll figure
start
something
making
out.
burner accounts.
We'll figure something out. But until then, thank you all. And let's get into SummerSlam, shall we? The card for SummerSlam is it's looking decent. You've got the SummerSlam Battle Royale, which doesn't have any competitors in it yet. After that, you got Ronda versus Shayna Baszler in an MMA rules match. You got Ricochet versus Logan Paul. You got Gunther versus Drew McIntyre for the Intercontinental Championship. You got Cody versus Brock, which was supposed to get a stipulation, and the stipulation hasn't been said yet, so that might be something that comes out this week. After that, you got Asuka versus Charlotte versus Bianca for the women's title. That's SmackDown women's title. And then after that, you got Seth versus Finn for the World Heavyweight Championship. And then you got Roman versus Jay for the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship.
In tribal combat.
Is that what they're calling it?
Yeah, they're calling it tribal combat.
Which I think actually
does that
has
change the
precedence
rules at all? Or?
So that's essentially a no holds barred, false count anywhere. There's no banned wrestlers from ringside, no banned managers, so Solo and Paul Heyman, as of right now, will be able to be down there for the match. But essentially all it is.
And that's your entire card as of now.
Plonk.
I'll probably say there's no Rhea, no anything.
There's no Raw Women's Division, period.
Dom's not on the card. There's no what,
correct.
Eli?
There's no Raw Women's Division, period. No Rhea title match, no tag title.
Rousey, Shayna, aren't they on Raw?
No, free agent. And Shayna, I think, is SmackDown.
Well, you know they're saying that Ronda's permanently done after SummerSlam, right?
So I've heard.
I think that's why they made her a free agent.
Well, that's why they're doing this match, because this match has been in the making for the entire time she's been there. Whatever happened to that other MMA implant, Jessamine Duke?
She was released in the mass releases and just doesn't wrestle anymore. She does Twitch streaming.
Because it was Shayna Baszler, Ronda, and Jessamine Duke, and I want to say there was one
Marina
more.
Shafir.
Yeah,
Marina Shafir was a part of it.
She's in AEW now, isn't she?
Correct.
I think so. Yeah.
She's also married to Roderick Strong.
Didn't ask, but they were supposed to be like the MMA trio or what the hell it was. And it just never came to fruition. I never knew that where she went. She just disappeared.
Yeah, she got released, and then she just stopped everything and went to Twitch.
Valid, I guess. Probably got an OnlyFans, too.
I don't want to give an answer to that. Not because I know, but just because I don't. I will dig myself in a hole, no matter what answer I give to that. So let's move on to the predictions.
So starting off the SummerSlam Battle Royal, they have no competitors announced.
Tommaso Ciampa's in it, Shinsuke's in it, Bronson's in it. That's the only three I know. Oh no, Sheamus will be in it. LA Knight's going to be in it.
Yeah. It says it right here. LA Knight, Sheamus, Tommaso Ciampa, Shinsuke, Otis, and Chad Gable.
I didn't even see that.
And Cliff, we'll go ahead and get your pick for the SummerSlam Battle Royal.
With everybody saying, LA Knight. Yeah. If he doesn't win this, then they might as well release him. Because what the fuck are they going to do with him? They added this to the card so they could get bodies on the show. You've got the hottest thing in professional wrestling right now. And you're not going to put him over once, not twice. Sometimes, eventually, you got to give him a fucking break. Just imagine that pop when LA Knight throws Sheamus over that top rope. And with everybody saying, LA Knight. Yeah. Eli?
I was going to do LA Knight.
Oh, wait. Do we want to make this a little interesting, Eli?
What?
For the Contenders Cup?
What?
Put a little extra on this?
What? This is not going to be worth 2 points. We're not guessing extras. No.
Oh, so are you scared?
Losing this.
Are you scared? Sounds like he's scared. Never mind then.
How many pay-per-views do we got before that Contenders Cup is cashed in? Exactly.
Not a lot.
Yeah,
The
I
last
screwed myself
show.
over here. I didn't do it this time. You did.
The last show we are to predict is the AEW Into the Multiverse, or whatever they're calling it.
It's TNA and JPW. Nice try.
TNA. So
it's not even TNA anymore. It's Impact, buddy.
Yeah.
You got Alex Shelley versus the Ace.
I don't know. I hope he's healthy. If he's healthy, that'll be a banger.
Who?
The Ace.
Tanahashi's healthy.
He wasn't for Forbidden Door.
Man's been going through the G1.
He probably didn't want to go to Forbidden Door.
Is that part too?
Eli, give your pick.
That's what I was trying to do, and then he was trying to set up something extra.
Well, now go ahead.
I was building up. I was gonna pick LA Knight, but somebody's streak of being Mr. SummerSlam is currently being talked about. And what better of a way than a SummerSlam Battle Royal that the way it sounds is you get a championship opportunity potentially, then maybe Randy Orton coming back.
But probably. Wow.
Randy Orton coming back. This is why I'm not raising up points.
So you're locking in Randy Orton?
I've
already got it written down.
Crazy considering they just said he is not medically cleared.
Medically cleared.
Where the hell did you see that from?
I just saw it
everywhere.
Before we started recording.
I have not seen that.
You can't take it back now. That's why I asked you if you're locking it in.
I 100% did not see that. I mean, I don't think LA Knight's going to win it either, but I also, from the people we know, I don't think any of them are going to win.
That is the reason this match is happening, because LA Knight was supposed to have a little promo right before the main event, and Orton was supposed to come out, and they were supposed to have a little altercation. Orton's not medically cleared. All of a sudden, you have a battle royal with the megastar himself, LA Knight. Yeah.
I don't think they'll have him win, but I also don't see any of the names that they have on here winning either.
There's one name that sticks out to me. He's been kind of hot here as of late. That's Chad Gable.
Ciampa.
I could fully see Chad Gable winning this.
Gable's the only person on the list I'm worried about.
You know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go against my man. I'm a ride or die with him. LA Knight. Yeah. You got to remember, it doesn't matter if I'm right or wrong.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if you get the win over the champ in the non-title match.
Hey, just make it known that I said Chad Gable will probably end up winning that. After that, you got Ronda versus Baszler. And after what I just said about Ronda being out of the company permanently, there's no way she's winning this. They're going to build Baszler up to face whoever the champion is at you said she's SmackDown, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
so
her and the winner of the other match
or
on the
Charlotte
card.
or Bianca or whoever. They're building her up. So Baszler's going to win this, and Ronda's going to kick rocks.
I'm picking Shayna.
I think we got the same pick going all the way through. I hope they make this a
You're not going to pick your favorite wrestler, Eli?
I will choke you out. I will find
you could reach.
And choke you.
Well, after that, you got Prince Puma, Ricochet versus Logan Paul. Give me Logan Paul.
Really?
Logan Paul wins this. They are booking this match solely so Logan Paul can get a win. That's the only reason this match is happening.
That's pretty mean to Ricochet.
So close picking Ricochet.
Have they treated Ricochet well at all? No.
Not really.
They haven't. Well, in a way, if Ricochet goes out there and performs well, in a way it elevates him as along with Logan Paul. Just like Damian Priest and Bad Bunny.
Yeah. So hopefully it does mean more is coming for Ricochet because he's not beating Logan Paul. Not at SummerSlam. Logan Paul hasn't won a match yet outside of the tag team match with The Miz.
So you have Logan Paul?
Yes. As much as it pains me. I've got Headhunter Logan.
I hate you. Alright, I'm going... Do I want to keep being different? I feel like in this case, different's going to get me in trouble. I'm going to pick Logan Paul.
I mean, you're already going to lose because you didn't pick the megastar.
I just don't see them picking him to win. I understand why they have it going on, but I just can't see any of the announced people winning the match. Besides maybe Gable.
Well, after that, you've got for the WWE Intercontinental Championship, you've got the Ring General Gunther versus Drew McIntyre. And this is an interesting one because I can fully see them putting the title on Drew because his contract's running up. And if they don't do something with him soon, he's off to the land of the elite. But also, do they want to devalue Gunther like that? But seeing as what's going to happen later on the card, in my eyes, is going to happen, I've got Drew winning.
Fair enough.
There's a whole lot of politicking going on here. I hope Gunther doesn't lose. I hope he retains. But if what I'm picking doesn't matter, then I might as well get ballsy with it.
I mean, fair enough. I can't fault what you're saying in the slightest.
So either you're going to give your picks or we're just going to sit here in silence.
We've been doing Cliff following you.
Eli, you jumped in and started talking. I figured you were going to keep talking, keep the flow.
I'm gonna take a nap. You guys figure out who you got winning.
Jesus Christ! If you're gonna start talking, keep talking.
Oh,
No,
really?
I've
You have to
got
apply that
Gunther.
rule to yourself too.
I do.
Bullshit.
I got Gunther. He's breaking the honky tonk record.
That's what I'm trying to calculate. When is the pay-per-view? Like what day? Exactly.
This Saturday.
That helps so much. Thank you, Captain Obvious. 422 days. That puts him short of breaking Honky Tonk's record. So I'm going to go with Cliff here. I'm going Gunther. I think they're going to...
glad you finally decided to make up your mind.
I'm trying to calculate the freaking thing, and my phone wasn't wanting to cooperate with me. I think they're going to have him beat Honky Tonk's record before they get rid of that belt on him. At this point, they have to. I think we'll get Drew versus Cody.
I've got reasons as to why I have Gunther dropping the title. But like I said, it's because of what I think is going to happen later in the card. Next match after that, Cody versus Brock, is supposed to be getting a stipulation. Doesn't have a stipulation as of now, so normal singles match. Doesn't matter. Cody's winning whatever it is. This is Cody's time to finally vanquish the Beast and establish himself as like the true number one contender.
I have Cody as well. It's the classic formula: win one, lose one, win one.
Cody.
It's his turn. Is that your pick,
really
Eli?
his turn? Yes. Although
after that,
yeah. Cody, write it down before I change my mind and be an idiot.
This next match is hard. You got Asuka versus Charlotte versus Bianca Belair for the SmackDown Women's title. Easily could have main evented Mania.
Probably should have.
Like, this is definitely a Mania match. I don't know. I just don't know.
I have a question here. Are we predicting who wins the match or walks out champion?
Wins the match. We've always done wins the match. And a DQ always gets the match thrown out. That's how we've always done it. Maybe next season we'll change it, but for this season, that's how we're doing it.
Cash in.
Then predict the cash in.
Wins the match.
Then predict the cash in. Predict EO winning it then. That's how you do that. Who you got, Austen? You were talking, then you got cut off.
I truly don't know. I want to say Asuka, but I don't see her beating Charlotte and Bianca. And Bianca's done nothing ever since she lost the title. Because I think Bianca needs the title. I don't know. Oh man, I really don't know. Either way, the person that doesn't get pinned is the one who's going after the title next. So they might run back Bianca Charlotte.
It's a rough one for the champ, apparently.
I don't know, because I can see this going every single way. Normally, these have a clear cut. And it also depends on if they like Asuka as champion, which I don't think they do. Or else they would have put the title on her earlier. Give me Bianca.
I'm taking Asuka.
Shits and giggles. I will take Flair.
I don't know. I just see Bianca pinning Asuka because Asuka beat her with the blue mist last time or whatever it was. And so Bianca pins Asuka, but then Charlotte's like, I never got pinned, so I need my actual title shot. That's just how I see that shit going down.
I see it flipped with that, except I see Asuka misting Bianca again. I see Charlotte taking out Asuka. I see Charlotte taking out Asuka, beating Bianca, but Bianca's gripe to it is she was misted and not beat fairly by Flair. And that Flair had to cheat and use cheating tactics to be able to beat her. And you can prove Bianca to be a real threat by having her beat Charlotte one-on-one clean after that. And I don't think it damages Bianca extremely, having her lose that way, either. I just don't think Asuka walks out champion.
I don't know. That's the upsetting part. But after that, you've got Seth versus Finn for the World Heavyweight Championship match. For the World Heavyweight Championship, normal singles match. That's what I was looking. That's why face got super wide. I wasn't sure if this had a stipulation on it or not. And this is what I was talking about, what's going to happen later in the show, which is why Gunther is going to drop the title. It's because Seth's dropping the title here. Seth is dropping the title to Finn Balor to make the Money in the Bank make a little more sense, because that belt is going to be around Finn's waist at the end of the match. Now, if it stays there very long, I don't know. All I know is that Finn is winning this match. And if he doesn't win this match, Damian Priest is costing him the match.
Do you think Priest would make it the 3-way, and then you'd have to predict Priest?
It doesn't matter. What I pick doesn't matter. My picks hold no weight here. I'm slowly just knocking off the rust, and that way for a handful of weeks down the road, I'm in prime mid-season condition once again.
Tune up.
But I think Finn beats Seth here. I think they might run with Finn for a little bit, and I think his first challenger is going to be Gunther. I think it's going to be Finn versus Gunther at whatever it might be. That'd be Fastlane by that point. That'd be Fastlane. October 7th in Indianapolis.
Is there no September?
I don't know.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up.
There might be. I don't know. My dumbass is also tired. I'm tired, and I thought October was after August, so I'm barely holding it together. Well, I've got Finn winning here, though.
Yeah. Well, close looking that up. I got Finn winning it, too. I think it's finally time they put a belt on him. I think Finn's in a place where Finn could win it, and they don't immediately think he's going to have to lose it. I think he's in a good creative position. I hope they don't have Damian Priest cost him the belt or cash in on him after, but who knows? It's Finn Balor on the main roster.
Because
we've seen this shit the whole time.
If Finn wins this title, the Judgment Day will be dripped in gold.
Well, if Finn wins the title, and then you have Tribal Warfare, and both of them are torn down from that match, Damian Priest can cash in. not a single soul is going to be able to defend themselves. So,
well,
maybe
you're jumping the gun there a little bit. Let's reel it in. Cliff, you gonna give your pick or what?
I was just waiting for him to get done rambling. We do have Payback in September. It's September 5th. So it'll go Payback, then Fastlane. But I also have Finn winning the match. I don't know if he'll win the war, but he'll win the match.
And after that, like Eli was heavily speculating the finish of the match, you got Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso for the WWE Undisputed Championship, Universal Championship, and Tribal Combat, and for the recognition of being Tribal Chief. Good thing to note. I'm saying this so all of us hear it. Roman is not being promoted on Payback, Fastlane, or whatever the show after that is. He has not been shown in any promotional material. He has not been discussed or anything to be on any of those shows. So, does Roman do the J-O-B to whole cousin J-E-Y? I wish someone was in the WWE. That way he could do the job to the J-E-F-F-J-A-R-R-E-T-T. Ha-ha! But unfortunately, he's already preoccupied in the elite organization. You know, seeing him not being promoted for any of that makes me want to say Jay. Makes me want to say that Jay's going to win. But, does Roman normally wrestle at B pay-per-views?
He has recently.
Oh. There goes Cliff.
Gonna throw up the X today.
There goes Cliff, and
his cat hit it again.
The Cliff's gone, and that means we get to sit here and wait. I'm not going to edit this. I don't have the energy or time to edit this, so we're going to keep talking until he gets his stuff back together.
Hey.
So,
Hi.
Does Roman normally wrestle on B pay-per-views? I don't think he does. I don't think he ever has. He didn't wrestle at Backlash. He didn't wrestle at Money in the Bank.
Well, they're not heavily pushing Payback. They're heavily pushing Fastlane, though. I'm not saying it's not a B pay-per-view. I'm just saying they're heavily pushing it. So I feel like if they're going to put him on there, they're going to put that A champion on there. They're going to have to push him with it.
But that's also 2 months out. They could easily change the card or whatever they want. They could just not be. They could just wanting to not spoil anything, because all the promotional material I've seen has been hella generic. It's just been like you pick 20 wrestlers and throw them on a poster, like it's just whoever anyone's talking about. So I don't. It's just something to know. I don't think that puts that much weight on. I think Roman wins. I think Roman's keeping this title until next WrestleMania. Something else to note is heavily speculated that The Rock is going to be at SummerSlam, but nothing to do with Tribal Combat. He's going to have a segment with Grayson Waller.
That's such a ball drop. My God.
That's what I've read. That's what I've been seeing. I don't know how true it is, but I've seen it from a lot of sources that typically aren't. They typically don't miss ringside. But if he's going to be there, why would they not have him be involved somehow, some way, shape, or form? I don't know. But I've got Roman winning it.
Oh boy. I shit. I've seen the promotions for everything upcoming without Roman. Like you said, it's also been very generic promotion for it. It's been very bland. I think I've seen LA Knight's face with it. I believe Bianca's been on the Fastlane one. I think Charlotte and Asuka both have been on it too. Hell, I think The Miz has been on it. Shit. I would love. I don't think there's anything else that we can really do with the Bloodline at this point. I don't. Um, they've done the tag story. They've done the split up story. I mean, the only other thing you could do is them come back together. But then you just completely destroyed everything. The only way you can have them coming back together is by Jay beating Roman and then Roman seeing what happened. Paul Heyman gets kicked out and Roman leaves. We've discussed it many times before on the podcast, where Roman has nothing else he has to do in WWE except Money in the Bank. He's won Royal Rumble. He's won every single championship they have, minus the new World Championship. But he doesn't need that. He's won the Intercontinental. He's won Tag. He's won US. He's won Major, the Royal Rumble. He's won at WrestleMania, Survivor Series, SummerSlam, Battleground, Payback, No Mercy. He's won it all. He's won them all. He has nothing left to do. This may be a far-out pick. I'm picking Jay.
That's wild.
I don't think he walks out champion, but I'm picking Jay.
Because I was looking through, because I was on the fence. Austen brought up some really good points. I was on the fence, and then I looked at the betting odds, like I do every time I'm stuck on the fence. The bookmakers have Roman Reigns pinning Jey Uso, a 770 favorite. That's a very strong bet. But I love the long shot. I think Jey wins.
I just don't think Roman has anything else to do. Bloodline has nothing else to do, really.
He has records to break, and there's plenty of people he hasn't faced. All he's got to do is make it to next WrestleMania.
But he doesn't have to do that as champion.
If he loses right now, he could go away, film whatever movie he wants to do, recover, do whatever he wants to do, and then be just out of the mind enough to come back and win the Rumble from 30 to then face Jey at WrestleMania.
Hell, he could do that against Seth if Seth wins, or Finn, or whoever's the world champion.
I don't know. That's how I'd book it.
Well, Eli, how's it feel to lose another one?
You do realize, Eli, the only thing keeping us apart is Randy Orton versus LA Knight.
And Charlotte and Asuka.
Oh yeah, the triple threat match. But honestly, after looking back on it, I think we're both going to lose that one, Eli.
Maybe. I don't think Asuka walks out champion, period. I don't think she wins that match.
Bianca needs the belt. She hasn't been able to do anything by herself.
But I feel like there's a way of booking her to go up against Flair without her winning the match. I truly think there is.
We'll have to see.
We'll have to tune in Saturday, like 8 o'clock, to see. Up there in Detroit, Michigan. Detroit, Dwayne, The Rock Johnson City. That's the episode title.
Oh, no.
He's joking.
I'm not joking.
I know you're not joking.
All right, who's going first?
I can. Mine's short. So, it's been 2 weeks, so I'm a little rusty. So, luckily enough, today's date in pro wrestling history is very light, very easy on me. So,
Unfortunate.
trust me, there's a lot of words here, but they're all in my vocabulary, unlike most weeks. So, if I fuck up, then, whatever happens, happens. However, on this date in history, starting in 1994, Shawn Michaels took part in his first match since losing to Razor Ramon at the iconic ladder match at WrestleMania X. In the main event on Monday Night Raw, Michaels defeated Ramon in a 23-minute barn burner of a match. And in 2006, CM Punk made his much-anticipated ECW debut against Just Incredible on an episode of ECW on Sci-Fi.
Yes, sir. Old Just Incredible.
We do have some wrestling birthdays today. George Hackenschmidt was born on this date in 1878. Bunkhouse Buck in 1950. Prince, that's Japanese. Laukia, I think. Harry Smith, and Brother Devon Dudley in 1972.
Oh, my brother, testify.
Testify. And that's it for today's date in pro wrestling history, man. Pretty mundane day. I got away with one.
All right, Eli, go ahead and do your guess the wrestler.
Cliff.
And then I'm doing guess the athlete right after.
Left or right?
Don't give me the choice. The champ gets the choice. That's a perk of being the champ.
Champ, left or right?
Make Cliff choose.
Okay, right.
Cliff. I'm sorry. PWI ranked him.
My right. I'm mirrored. So
Shut
my
up.
right.
PWI ranked him number 78 of the top 500 in 2011. He's a former one-time ECW champion, one-time Intercontinental champion, 2010 ECW Homecoming Tournament winner.
That's it.
That's it.
I'm going to need a hint, Eli. And I'm going to remember this.
Shit. He was in FCW, Florida Championship Wrestling, from 2007 to 2008. He worked technically as a manager or a ringside hand. Oh, no. This qualifies him as an advisor from 2008 to 2009 in FCW, along with SmackDown. The Ruthless Roundtable and ECW champion 2009 to 2010. He was a part of a faction on SmackDown 2010 to 2011. I cannot list the faction's name. He departed WWE in 2014. He showed up in TNA in 2014 with Gene Snitsky. He was in Lucha Underground 2014 to 2015. And he retired in 2015.
Was Lucha Underground really in 2015?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna need another hint, Eli. That was rough. This is rough.
Just think about someone that started in WWE ECW and then ended up in
Lucha Underground.
He's one of the 6 his only professional wrestling world championship makes him the 3rd African American to hold the championship, the 6th Black World Champion in WWE history.
Ezekiel Jackson?
Yeah.
I knew it.
All right, Austen. This man is a former.
Ugh.
This man is a
because
former
he came
one-time
into fucking Lucha Underground. That was the biggest hint I got out of all of that. My God,
I knew Austen was going to get it with the round table because he watches Marky. This man is a former one-time FCW Florida Tag Team Champion. He was ranked number 87 of the top 500 singles wrestlers in 2018. He's a former one-time NXT Tag Team Champion, former one-time WWE Raw Tag Team Champion, former one-time WWE SmackDown Tag Team Champion.
That's it.
oh God!
Give me a hint.
Champ's got this.
I got a feeling that
his early career started in 2011 to 2015. He made his debut June 27th, 2012, a day after my birthday. 2015 to 2017, he was in a tag team. 2017 to 2018, he was a part of a really weird angle. And 2018 to present, he has not wrestled.
Is this Jason Jordan?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Weird Angle is the Kurt Angle's son.
Kurt Angle,
yep.
They chose the wrong Gable.
Literally, all you needed was to say that. It confirmed it. So I literally was going to guess Chad Gable right off the rip. It was either going to be Chad Gable or Jason Jordan. It was one of those two. I didn't know which one it was. I didn't really start all the way back in 2011, though.
The FCW Tag Team Championship was with Juice Robinson.
How about that? You know, he produced the Gunther Chad Gable match on Monday?
Yeah.
I believe it.
So, as our little implant from our sports podcast episodes, I've got Guess the Athlete this week. Cliff decided to mouth off beforehand, so he has to guess two people.
Because I'm the champ of that show.
Shut up. Is that this show? No, it's not. So if you're the champ of that show, you should have no issues.
I'll remember that.
But Eli claims to be a Phillies fan, so we're going to test his knowledge today.
I'm going to lose, but...
This man played 13 years in the MLB. He played for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different teams during that 13-year span. Wait, hold on. Maybe 4. It was only 4. No, hold on.
Well, you gotta know what you're doing.
For some reason, they aren't counting one of these. Well, they aren't counting one of these. That's what I'm saying. There's 5 teams here, but they aren't counting the season at the bottom. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm saying 5. Trying to think of what else I could give you.
A position, maybe?
Well, that'd be a hint.
Well, if it's an outfielder, I know who it is. Is it an outfielder? I'll burn the hint.
It is not an outfielder.
It's not an outfielder, so it's not Milt Thompson.
Not.
You went very silent when I said that.
I was waiting for you to say something. I was like, give me a hint or something.
Give me a hint, because Milt Thompson's the best I had.
I was about to say, I'll be generous with the hints. He was a pitcher. His career ERA was 3.52. He finished his career with a .611 win-loss average. He played in Philly 2 different times in his career, and he finished his career in Philly. He was in Philly, left, and then came back however many years later and finished his career in Philly. I do believe he is a Cy Young Award winner. A single time. Yes, he was.
I think I have this.
He won the AL Cy Young in 2008. I'll go ahead and give that to you. His career high win-loss was also in 2008 when he won the Cy Young with a .880.
You fucker. I just looked it up. You're dirty.
It's not
At least I was right, but you're dirty.
He went 22-3 in that season.
I don't know. Only two that came immediately to my head was Richie Allen and Milt Thompson, and it's neither of them.
I'm looking to see if I can give anything else to you.
What the hell? A pitcher. 13
I mean, there's a
years.
list of highlights right there, Austen.
13 years. 5 different teams. One is not recognized. He played for Phillies twice.
Where are you seeing the...
Are you on the wiki?
No.
Oh, I'm on the wiki.
I'm on a reference.
Because, like, you could give out how many times he was an all-star.
I think I can do that. He was a 3-time all-star. 4-time all-star.
And then there's a bunch of other awards that he won in 08.
But he won the Cy Young. That's the most important.
That is the big one, but he did win a couple other ones that year.
I don't know.
He
Adam
spent
freaking Eaton.
He spent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years.
Not Adam Eaton.
In Philadelphia.
Dear God. None of the players I'm thinking of.
I think of this man as a Philly. I didn't think of him as any other team.
I don't know. Give me Richie Allen. I know it's not right.
That is wrong. The player was Cliff Lee.
Can we just be impressed that I had Milt Thompson and Richie Allen?
Some Philly fan you are.
I thought at first you were going Holiday.
I'm sorry.
But then, you
Both
mentioned
of
08.
those two I just listed are Philly legends. So kiss my ass.
Too bad it wasn't the one I was looking for. All right, Cliff, I'll give you the one that I think you're going to get.
Oh, God.
First.
Okay.
This man played 18 seasons of football.
Okay. Is that all I get for free?
He played for 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, 4 different clubs.
Okay.
In 3 different leagues. I'm trying to look because it keeps saying domestic leagues. That's probably all I'm going to give you for now.
Okay, so I will take a hint.
This man played in the Premier League for... He played in the Premier League from 2004 to 2015 for 2 different teams. Let me look him up on Wikipedia and see if... See if this will help me anymore. He's a manager. Assistant manager.
Now?
Yes.
You said 05 to 14? Or is it 04 to 15? In the Premier.
2004 to 2015.
And he's assistant manager right now. He's not in charge of a team.
Correct.
04 to 15.
This man has 204 career goals.
Okay, that's a decent amount.
And 435 appearances. In the domestic leagues. That's not counting...
That's not counting like World Cup or anything like that?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it shouldn't.
Because here it says National Cup. 44 appearances, 31 goals.
Damn, that's a pretty good conversion rate. I have somebody in mind, but I need another hint.
This man is from the Netherlands.
The Netherlands?
He played for the Netherlands in all of his FIFA World Cups and such.
Can I ask for clarification on something?
Sure.
He said he's played for 3 teams, right?
4.
4?
4.
It hasn't gone like here, 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 here. It's gone here, 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 right? He's gone back to the original club he played for, right?
Not
like at the end of his career?
There is 4 different clubs he has played for.
Okay,
I'm not counting here, okay. As one. If he did do that, there are 4 different clubs he has played for.
Okay. So with the Netherlands, 2004 to 2015, that would put it right in the middle of the Fergie years. And I'm guessing that this is something to do with Manchester United because you said I should get this. So that makes me want to guess that this is ex-Gunner Robin Van Persie.
It is ex-Gunner Robin Van Persie.
Who left Arsenal to win the league at Man United.
And then went to Turkey and went back to Feyenoord.
Yep, that's where he started his career. Man, and he was a cheat code in FIFA. He was a cheat code.
Now this one, you might get it. This man,
I don't like that.
This man played 5 years in the NFL for 2 teams.
God.
He never left the AFC. So 5 years, 2 different teams, never left the AFC.
Can I look up what teams are in the AFC? Is that okay?
No. You should know what teams are in the AFC.
I don't know what AFC teams are in the West.
I'll tell you what teams are in the AFC West.
Yeah, if you could tell me that, so that way, I just...
Can't... All right, AFC West is Kansas City, Las Vegas. Kansas City, Las Vegas. Yeah, the Chargers. I knew it was an LA team. I was trying to remember the name of them.
The Broncos.
But the Rams are not in the AFC,
Denver's.
Correct?
They're in the NFC.
The Rams are in the NFC, okay.
And I can give you his stats and the
I don't
years
think that
he
will
played,
help.
but that would be
I'll
a
take
hint.
the years. Oh, okay, never mind.
That would be a hint.
So
You can
5
get all
years.
that in a hint.
5 years in the
two
NFL.
teams never left the AFC. He made the playoffs twice.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were gonna give me Sony Michel. I really thought you were giving me Sony Michel, but that's why I was asking about the West, because the Rams aren't in the AFC.
They're in the NFC West.
They are in the NFC West, but you just said he had never left the AFC, so it's not Sony. I'm gonna need a hint. This is rough.
All right, so I'm gonna give you the stats and the years he played from.
Okay.
And his position. He played from 2009 to 2013 as a wide receiver in the NFL.
09 to 30. Okay.
In his career, he played in 49 games. Had 268 targets, 179 receptions for 1,908 yards. He had 16 touchdowns in his career.
Only 16?
His, I want to say his catch percentage was 66.8%.
Hold on. Wait a minute. You said 09 to 14. Two
09 to
playoff
13.
appearances. 09 to 13. Two
So he was
playoff
a Charger.
appearances. But he's been in the AFC. And you said the Broncos are in the AFC, right?
Yes, Broncos are in the AFC.
Oh,
They're
God.
in the AFC West.
Every bone in my body is wanting me to guess Austen Collie for some reason. I don't know why. I need a hint. I'm going to take a second hint. I need another hint.
His playoff stats, he was in the playoffs twice, like I said. 5 games, 33 targets, 22 receptions for 313 yards for 2 single touchdowns. 66.7% catch percentage. I'm trying to look through here, see if there's any. He was a kick returner. He also played defense. I'm pretty sure he was defense on special teams, though.
Oh, like gunner or something?
Yeah. In fantasy,
Good.
since it was 09 to 13, it wasn't really.
If this is who I'm thinking,
He ran
of,
a 4.53 40 at the combine, 17 bench press, 120 broad jump, 424 shuttle, 678 3 cone. Bro was born November 11th. He's Canadian.
None of those are helping me.
That Canadian one should have.
It didn't.
He was born in Ontario.
God. Okay. So, AFC, 5 years. 09 to 13. Canadian.
He did not go to the Broncos, I will say that.
So you mentioned the Broncos, which didn't go there, but you didn't mention the Colts, which means I'm right with the Colts. Which is the only way I have a shot at this. 09 was the Peyton years. The end of the Peyton years before he had his neck surgery.
An asshole.
Wide receiver.
He played in the Canadian Football League.
It's wrong, but I gotta guess Austen Collie.
That is correct.
No way.
Good asshole.
That is Austen Collie.
Let's go. I didn't know he was in the CFL.
Yeah.
I didn't
He
know
was in
Austen
the
Collie was
CFL.
Canadian.
Yep.
He was
That's
in
why
the
Peyton Manning
CFL.
tried to kill him.
He was in the CFL for a single year.
No, he tried to kill him because he was
young. At the end of the beginning?
At the end. It was 2 years after he left the league. The other team he played for besides the Colts was New England.
Ah, okay. I think I represented the sports episodes pretty well, going 2 for 2. Austen Collie and Robin Van Persie.
You were getting Van Persie. God. I forgot you think along the same wavelength as me, so...
When it comes to what?
Random-ass NFL players, apparently. Because Austen Collie is like my first go-to when I think of random-ass NFL players.
Well, Peyton Manning put that man in the hospital.
I got...
He joined something for concussions.
Freaking Leaf.
After he retired.
Good. God,
freaking Culpepper comes to my mind.
Yeah.
I had a running back from the Lions pop up in my head when you said Canada. I knew it was
when you said only 5 years in the league, I thought it was Megatron. But then you started saying other stats, and I was like, that doesn't line up.
Megatron was in the league for more than 5 years.
Was he?
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure.
I'll look, but I'm like positive.
I'm looking.
Yeah, he was there from 2007 to 2015. He was there for like 8 years.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
He got hurt a decent amount.
He was a big dude. His legs got hit.
Well, no, it said he played in a lot of games.
He played a lot of games, but he was a bigger dude, and so his knees
got hit. He was the Detroit offense.
His legs were destroyed by the end of his playing career.
All right, I got one more for you guys. We'll send her home. God. This dude popped into my mind, but both of you can.
Okay.
What sport?
Can jump in on this one.
Yeah, we'll send it home after.
NFL.
Oh, okay.
11 years in the NFL. 2001 to 2011, played for 2 different teams. Once again, never left the AFC.
Fitzgerald? No, NFC. Sorry.
I said AFC.
I know. My brain immediately went to NFC.
Played in
What's the position?
Played in 166 games. 1,372 targets, 766 receptions for over 11,000 yards on his career.
No.
For 67 touchdowns.
No. That's the NFC
He made the
team.
Pro Bowl 6 times. And he was an All-Pro 3 times, but he was on the All-Pro first team 2 times and the All-Pro second team once.
It's not Randy Moss, is it?
Nope.
I'm
going to need some more info.
So many players that target-wise that is with 11 seasons on them. And they never left the AFC.
I don't know what you're saying. You need more hints.
Hint.
He just unloaded a whole career, man.
Yeah, I gave you everything I gave you last time for free. This man was born in Miami, if that fucking helps you.
Wide receiver.
I don't know, like college or something like that.
11,000 career yards. You said 67 career touchdowns. 11 seasons in the NFL. 2 teams.
He ran for 175 yards. No touchdowns, 24 attempts.
So he was a decent flex option for their offense. Damn.
I'm getting San Diego vibes, Eli. I don't know why.
Thinking it's Antonio Gates?
No, you said it was a receiver.
I never said it was a receiver. I said he had targets and receptions. Tight ends can catch the ball too, Cliff. AFC. They're in the AFC.
I know. I'm trying to eliminate people. Because a lot of people I know played for 11 seasons, wide receiver wise, and have stats kind of close to that. Played for an AFC team and a NFC team.
Did they ever make the playoffs?
Twice.
But they never made Super Bowl.
Three times.
So 01 to 11.
And I already guessed Randy Moss, which was dumb because he played for the Vikings.
That was Brady Manning in the AFC. So they weren't on either of those teams because they've only been in the playoffs 3 times, and those guys didn't miss.
He wasn't.
I gave you guys the years, didn't I?
01 to 11.
So that was the Phillip Rivers, Big Ben, and Manning draft. That's the same draft Larry Fitzgerald was picked up.
Could it be Fitz?
NFC.
Are the Cardinals AFC?
No, Cardinals are NFC. I've always found that stupid, but they're NFC.
Yeah, Austen, I think you got me on this one. This one, yeah. For some reason, working with another person makes it harder.
Reggie Wayne?
No way you get Austen calling, not this dude, no.
I'll take that as a failed attempt on that one.
Cliff's offering absolutely zero help here.
2001.
What am I supposed to know? Like,
you said to 2011, 2012?
2001 to 2011.
So 10 years in the league. 11, technically. Three Super Bowl appearances.
He went to Oregon State.
He went to Oregon State?
Yes.
So you got to think of it like this. It was a team that was able to make the contention of the playoffs, but not Super Bowl, from 2001 to 2011. That wasn't a Chargers. It could be a Chargers team, but you're looking very, very late in his career.
He played in the CFL as well as a Mexican league.
You're looking. He had to have a good enough offense to be able to get 67.
Oh, shit. What's his name? Because he made the comment about tight ends earlier, Eli. So that I feel like that was an unspoken hint.
If you guess the Saints player that has played every position, I will find you and punch you.
Dude.
It's not Taysom Hill.
Time. No. Taysom Hill wasn't in the league in 01.
I know.
Not to mention the Saints are in the NFC.
Look, I know, but it's...
But Dallas Clark was a Colt for life.
That he was.
Yeah. But he also won a Super Bowl.
Are you sure about that?
So...
I think he was.
But he's also won a Super Bowl.
Well, hey, Austen never said anything about Super Bowls. He just said he made the playoffs 3 times. Didn't say anything about Super Bowls or anything like that.
Dallas Clark
played for the Colts.
Not a Colt for life.
He's not? The fact that Austen had looked it up, it's not Dallas Clark.
Well, I seriously thought he retired a Colt.
You can retire a Colt. You don't have to retire with the team that you were last on contract with. You can sign a one-day deal.
Yeah, no, this one's tough. Should we know this one? From 01 to 11, we should know this one?
Yep.
NFC. Holy shit. Okay, so this season's going to be a change. I'm rooting for an AFC team, and all I have to my brain is NFC teams, so that's fun. No. That
What
playoff
about
thing is the thing that gets me.
Yeah.
It's the 3 playoffs. They were good enough to be in 3 playoffs, but never a Super Bowl. And I'm holding to that never a Super Bowl because I don't think that if you're going to make it 67 touchdowns, maybe. But who made it to the Super Bowl from 2001 to 2011? You're looking at Patriots how many times? You're looking at the Steelers twice. Because the Steelers won it back-to-back. The Packers were there, but they're an NFC team. The Patriots are there multiple times. So from 2001 to whatever, Patriots were there
Eli?
4 times? What?
I think it's someone within the AFC South. I think we're being too broad.
Potentially. But the thing is, 3 times.
All I'm saying is there is one more prolific Colts wide receiver you didn't guess.
It's not Marvin Harrison, and it's not Reggie Wayne.
Marvin Harrison retired a Colt.
So it would have been before that.
I don't think it's a Colt.
I didn't think this would stump you guys this much, bro.
I'm sorry. Like I said, majority of the people who I know played 11 seasons in the NFC and/or have played on both, not just AFC to AFC.
Just keep making excuses.
Yeah. I'm throwing the flag.
I have people in my mind, but I don't think they're going to be right.
Eli, we're down to our last guess anyway.
Because it's a 3 playoff team. You're looking at the era of Peyton, Drew, Eli, Tom.
This man was a 6-time Pro Bowler. That's my bad. Wait, I think I said 6-time Pro Bowler earlier. Yeah, I definitely
Bears
did.
made it to the Super Bowl, but didn't win.
Crazy because the Bears are NFC.
That would make sense on why they didn't win to the Colts. The Saints are NFC.
This man played in a single Super Bowl in his career.
Did he win it?
Did he?
He did not.
Sure about that?
Freaking give me Edelman.
Seeing as Edelman played in the league all the way until like 2021, no.
Oh, yeah.
It was Chad Johnson. Chad Ochocinco.
Never would have got it.
The entire Bengals offense for 10 years.
I'm not going to lie. There was a split second I thought you were giving me Brandon Stokely.
That would have been a good one. Eli, what are you looking up? I can go ahead and tell you what you're wrong about.
Probably.
He
More
played.
likely.
He played in the Super Bowl against the Giants when the Giants beat the Patriots in Indianapolis.
Uh-huh.
He was on the Patriots.
I completely spaced that he was on the Patriots.
Damn, that was rough.
That's terrible. You did. I think you just lost any cred you built up with that Austen Collie pull.
I went back to where I was beforehand. I didn't drop anymore.
You get Austen Collie, but you don't get Chad Ochocinco.
I'm good at the obscure.
I like how Cliff said the AFC South and then completely dropped out.
I don't know. You were just NFC.
You just kept naming NFC.
I had freaking the main one that's coming to my head was Larry Fitz, and I knew it wasn't him.
So why'd you keep saying him?
Because it was stuck in my head, him.
You know what's wild, though? Reggie Wayne was also in that 01 draft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a decent draft.
Majority get your spiels in, bro. I'm tired. I still got to edit this and upload it tonight, so...
I need a good Stan Hansen lariat to put me to sleep at this point.
Man, I'm just looking through that draft class right now. Makes me think of that draft class as well. Just imagine how wild the class will be in 2024.
Hey, that got dropped on AEW Collision.
I saw they were using my stick.
MJF's watching.
MJF is our one watching.
This is gonna be weird. We'll never use this bed to record again.
I was looking over here because my camera's normally on my right monitor. I had to move over here. And just know, if you're a running back in the NFL, we got you covered because we're yours. It's no hole. Catch you on down the road. Yeah.